Welcome back to the Springfield Scottish Open 2021, and we have Rachael Chadwick in the pink top in your picture, the number 2 seed, 57 in the world. Rachael Chadwick against Torrie Malik, the 17-year-old. It's going to be a tough game, this one. Torrie Malik up against the number 2 seed. I'm Simon Park, and joining me for this match is Scotland's own Georgia Adderley.
Good evening.
Good evening, Georgia. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to go all the way? What are your thoughts? Who's going to be the victor? I'm
going to predict a 5-setter, but I'm going to say Chadwick's got a bit too much experience for Torrie today, but I'm willing to be proved wrong.
Yeah, she is one of the most experienced players in both the events, men's and women's. There's Peter Creed here as well, that have been on the tour a little bit longer than some of you guys, so the youngsters. But I think good contrast of styles here as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I've not really seen much of Rachael play over these past few months. I know she played the Manchester Open and had a pretty tough draw, I think. So it'll certainly be interesting to see what happens here. What's your prediction?
Oh, now you're asking. Yeah, it's hard to say with the lack of tournaments, and for me, obviously, don't get to see. I mean, seen a bit of Rachael Chadwick, but don't get to see these challenger events that much. And I mean, I could see it being a tough one. I've been impressed with Torrie Malik. Certainly not going to be plain sailing for the number 2 seed, I don't feel.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's if she can keep that ball at the back of the court, which she can do that well, and then get on that ball early, which again she can do, she's going to cause a lot of trouble. But if she leaves that ball short at all, Torrie's so good at getting onto that ball and hitting down on it, which we saw yesterday.
Yeah, she's a sweet hitter of the ball, isn't she? Times it sweetly, Torrie Malik. – 17 years of age, Torrie Malik. Rachael Chadwick, 31. So I don't think we've had an age difference as big as that so far in this event.
I mean, well, it's not quite, but it's nearly double, isn't it?
It is.
So so a lot more experience. I guess, I don't know if you found this when you were kind of young and up and coming, when you played those higher seeds, you kind of go on with a fearless attitude, and I wonder if Torrie will have that today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if I can just about remember those days, it was great, you know, going out there with, you know, unseeded, no expectations, no pressure. Well, that's a good start. Slightly fortuitous, perhaps, but she'll take it. Nice bright top there from Malik. Well, we couldn't see that because the way the camera was going, but referee pretty sure that it was out. Nice shot, deceptive shot from the lefty.
Yeah, those lefties in that back forehand corner, they always do a lot of damage, especially early on. Just I know I've certainly found that. Hard to read.
Have you played against Chadwick?
I have actually. I played her when I was 16. Managed to sneak a 3-2 win, and then since then I don't think I've beaten her since. I think I played her a couple more times.
Okay, she got a revenge on you.
She certainly did. I played her in France, I think, and she beat me 3-1. It was pretty comfortable 3-1 as well.
Yeah.
Put me on a lot of pressure. We were on a glass court, which made a big difference. I just left that ball a bit short, which is something that she's very good at, putting the ball away when it's,
Yeah. So do you think that first win that you had was a bit of an example of what you were saying earlier? Oh, that's gone up. That is very, very useful. Impossible to retrieve that one.
You also cannot teach that, can you?
No, absolutely
If only.
If only. Yeah, was it an example of what you were saying earlier, that just being young and fearless?
Yeah, certainly. It was kind of one of my first PSA events, and it was kind of like that I had no idea really what I was doing, and I just went on and got a lot of balls back, and
and went for winners and when they were
exactly. But yeah, definitely that was kind of my first experience of playing at kind of, I think she was top 70 at the time.
And it's funny when you get those wins, you think it's always going to be like that, don't you?
Certainly. And then I saw myself losing to players who were a lot lower than that, and it was challenging. Actually, it's always a challenge of joining the tour.
Reality hits.
Definitely, yeah. Torrie's up here. I'm not really sure what's happened. Don't know where the points have gone.
It's been quite a strange start actually to this match, I have to say. Been a bit scrappy. Could be a bit of nerves from both. I mean, you still get nervous even if you're an experienced player on the tour. It's good for you.
Yeah, I also think it does make a difference having not played and going straight into playing someone who's had a win, they're feeling confident. It's always quite tricky to get going, I find, sometimes.
Yeah, that was often the case sometimes when there were qualifying events. People who had come through the qualifying would often get through a few rounds because they were just warmed up, their eye was in, used to the courts, catching higher seeds, a little bit cold.
Yeah, exactly. That was the case in a couple of my first events. It was like that, but then also if you lose first round of qualifying, you're going away. You've got no money.
Empty-handed.
You've spent
hotel bill.
Yeah, not a good feeling.
Yeah, I've been there. Bit of a lob serve there from Malik.
That boast, it's done a lot of damage, isn't it?
Yeah, she's. I've commentated on her a lot over the years, Chadwick, and it's won her a few dollars that forehand boast.
The setup's just exactly the same.
Yeah, that's the key to deception in my view, is just having the same swing each time.
Yeah, I've done a lot of work on that with my coach, and then I'll go into a match and I'll do this big wind up and then try and drop it, and then bang smack in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
Trying to be Sherbaggy.
On that forehand.
So good, isn't it?
It is.
Rolling out the neck.
Well, he makes it look so easy, but the timing is just absolutely impeccable. And it's really hard to practice that shot.
Chadwick's done well here. She got a slow start. Not quite finding her corners, but I feel like she's doing a lot more attacking now, and Torrie's on the run a little bit more. What do you think about this? These towels on the court?
Oh, I think it's a good idea. It'd be quite nice for them to have a little home to live in, like in the PSA events, the boxes at the front. But you know, players seem quite happy with them being on the floor. What about you? You're a player. You've been on there. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think I think one of the things I've realised is that I used to wipe my hand on the wall far too much, because it's certainly a need for it now, and started wearing the wristband as well to stop that sweat.
Yeah, the excess sweat.
Yeah, it gets so hot, and then you can't. It's a lovely shot there.
That's a great shot, and the thing I liked about that was she didn't try and knock the spots off the ball. The pace was just right, wasn't it, on that volley?
Yeah, just completely controlled it in.
Because she can knock the spots off the ball, can't she?
She certainly can.
She
probably.
I mean, I don't know what you think, but she hits it probably harder on the backhand than the forehand.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were saying this yesterday. The way that she hits the inside of the ball is just brilliant, and then she just cranks it. She's got the game balls here.
Yeah, very impressive start from Malik. She's been mixing it up as well. There's been some lob serves, a little bit of luck here and there, but that wasn't lucky. Oh, we're going to replay the point. Referee not quite sure about the pickup. Oh, she's saying it was a double.
I didn't see much wrong with it, to be honest.
No.
But I'm not sure. I think it was maybe a carry. I think.
Possibly, but one game ball saved there for Chadwick.
It's a big point. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? But You know, getting that first game for Torrie would be a big thing. Just try and settle the nerves and feel confident that she can go and win it.
There's that big wind up on the backhand side, another really solid hit. Oh, that's a huge roar and well deserved there, the forehand kill from Torrie Malik. Very determined looking young lady here against Rachael Chadwick, the #2 seed. There's Torrie Malik's brother in the corner. I'll be giving her some more words of advice. Both of their brothers have been here actually, Curtis and Perry. Rachael Chadwick not starting out too well in that first game, but Torrie Malik taking it 11-9 in 8 minutes. She leads by 1-0. So a very impressive first game for Torrie Malik, 17-year-old English woman. Can she keep it up? Will we get a response from Rachael Chadwick?
Yeah, I've got no doubt that a response is on its way. Just a question of how she's going to do it. What would you be doing if you were her?
I think I'd be trying to make the rallies a little bit longer, not just for the sake of it, but just to sort of get a bit more work into the legs of Malik. Try to keep it off a volley, cut the angles down as well. We've seen a couple of the kills that she's been able to hit, Torrie Malik. Got to try and neutralise that somehow by just playing a lot tighter to the wall, a lot straighter. Some really good basic simple squash, but also attacking when you've got the opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. I think not letting that ball sit up and making sure that she's the one that's maybe going in short first. Because I feel like especially that boast was working so well early on, and then it just kind of disappeared. I don't really know where it went.
Yeah, true. A bit like that shot. Invisible.
Yeah, she's got so many options in that forehand volley. It makes it so difficult to play against.
Wow. She's on fire here. I mean, Rachael Chadwick, she's got to find something to kind of stop this inspiration.
Yes, I think keeping off the volley is a big thing, but then also, like, she's so good on that kill, so she's got to find a way to get that length into the back corner. Oh, or I mean, that'll
Nice
do
shot.
as well.
Yeah, that comes in handy. Talking about keeping off the volley, I was commentating with Martin Ross on the previous match, Jakub Solnicki, obviously against local hero Alistair Prott, and that's something he was doing incredibly well, just keeping it off his volley. Like, the lines were just below the service line all the time, just coming nice and straight, or cross courts were extra wide.
Yeah, no, I was watching that actually, and I think one of the things Al did so well yesterday when in the games he won was he volleyed it and took his opportunities to the front, but he just didn't get many.
No, today was a different story against Solnicki. Oh, what a width. That's fantastic. Impressive there from Chadwick. Very determined player, Rachael Chadwick.
Yeah, she's got the passion and the fire. It's about using that in the right way. I've certainly found that for me is trying to channel the passion. It can be, I've certainly found that it can be tricky to not get frustrated at minor things and get distracted, but actually focus on using it to play better squash.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen you play a few times. You wear your heart on your sleeve, don't you?
Certainly do.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Can confirm.
I was guilty of that from time to time.
Yeah, it has its pros. It's just trying to make it as positive as possible, as consistently as possible, I think. Oh, that's a lovely shot.
Really well executed there from Chadwick.
It's interesting, isn't it, especially on a court like this, if you can hit those floorboards first, going in short, it does a lot more damage. But if it's clipping that side wall, then the ball's sitting up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it's interesting you say that, because when I'm coaching, that's one big thing I talk about is front wall floor. You know, trying to get the ball running. The worst thing, as you say, is the ball popping up off the side wall. So it's getting those clean lines, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
and it just makes it so hard. Makes it so hard to play against. If that ball's running tight, you can't really do much with it.
I mean, the first drop shot there from Chadwick wasn't that great, but the winning drive was fantastic.
Yeah, similar situation there again. She hit the floorboards and it was a winner because it just didn't sit up at all. I feel like well, she's telling herself there. I feel like she's going in short a little bit too early here.
Yeah, just overcooking it a little bit. She was so kind of inspired in that first game. Now it's just really run away from her ever so quickly in this second. Chadwick showing her experience, and you said there would definitely be a response, and you were 100% correct. Rachael Chadwick showing that she's not going to just lie down for this youngster. So Chadwick taking the second game, 11-5 in 6 minutes. The score is 1 game apiece.
Play will resume in 30 seconds.
Here we go again then. It's best of 3 now. See who can get their form early on in this game. That was definitely the key for both the last games. It was 5-3 both times to both players, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I definitely think that was a bit of a lapse for Malik in that second game, or coupled with the increased level of Chadwick. So that's going back to kind of junior squash. She still is a junior, isn't she? So we have to cut her some slack. She's still wearing the goggles, of course.
Fair play for playing that. She could have asked, but it was a good shot. Hit the space well.
This is where the basic game, I think, for Malik has to be so strong, and she has to be so strong mentally. Well, that's a great get from Chadwick. Well played.
Oh dear. Little discussion there with the referee.
Yeah, Chadwick not happy with the contact, but she did go through and play.
It's a lovely shot there. Just again, that forehand, so many options and really deceptive, hitting down on the ball. Tell you what, the letter stroke decision confuses me when you hit someone. I know it's effective or prevented, but
all that stuff. Yeah, effective, not prevented, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Can you do a Welsh accent?
I'm from Wales. Affected, not prevented.
It's a lot better than mine.
I've been practicing. It's a lovely shot. Just a quick turn in the wrist.
Yeah, just whipping that boast in. Very difficult to read, isn't it, when it's going in that fast?
Yeah.
And as you said earlier, that's same backswing as a drive.
Yeah, difficult shot to play.
That's good switch of direction there from Chadwick. Malik totally stranded. Still quite hard to call this one, isn't it, Georgia?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm watching and just trying to decide what's going to happen. But I feel like that's not the way squash works. It is 5-3 again, though. In the last two games, the winner has gone 5-3 up, so...
It's well observed. So, again, just that mental side. She's 6-3 down, sorry, Malik, but she's still got a good chance to pull back.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's just kind of, like you said at the start, just got to focus on getting her balls up and hitting with a bit of margin. Give herself that margin. Her shots are of good enough quality that she can do that. Such a bright top, isn't it? Blinding.
Maybe that's part of the plan. I must say, graphics have got the colour pretty much spot on.
They have, actually.
It's not always the case. Squash TV, Joe Barrington's always complaining about that.
He is, isn't he? And it then changes colour as it gets sweaty as well, so there's even more complaints. She's got it back here, so we're sitting at 6-all. They both are shooting quite early, aren't they? It's there's not that much length before it's going in short.
Yeah, it's I mean that's the right decision. Right time to take it in, and good decision from the referee. Not enough effort there from Malik. One of her favourite shots again.
So good.
Hardly ever misses that one, does she?
Yeah, never. She's that open face.
gets just the right line on it, just the right pace. So nothing between these two. 1-all, 7-all. There's that huge backhand.
It's a lovely shot. Just pushed that in really well, and like we've been saying, floorboards first and can't do much with it.
Not sure that was the right shot there, Georgia. I mean, we could be standing here, or sitting here, I should say, singing the praises for the winner, but I don't know, just a bit more patience, possibly.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it sat up that much. And then she was kind of forcing it a little bit. I think you're right. But there it is again, that front of the court forehand. Can't be putting that there.
Served her well, that shot so far. Oh. Well, I couldn't say for sure. I think it looked good.
I thought it was all right. I mean, you can't really tell, can you?
No, so 2 game balls. Torrie Malik. What a winner that was. I mean, I was just talking about patience, but maybe, that's the way forward.
Maybe we're wrong.
What a shot. That was a brave shot from the back of the court. I mean, I think she yelled out before the ball went in the net. She was so sure that was a winner. What a shot from the 17-year-old. So Torrie Malik, 17-year-old English player, takes the 3rd game 11-8 in 7 minutes. She leads by 2 games to 1.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. Ladies, can we both not wipe our hands on the walls, please? Don't wipe your hands on the walls. Okay. 15 seconds. Malik leads 2 games to 1. Malik to serve. Lob ball.
Here we go.
Good lob serve to start proceedings in this 4th.
I do like the lob serve, actually. I'm trying to perfect it. It's a bit stressful.
Well, that's the thing. It's a little bit risky, but if you have practiced it a lot, then you can feel confident with that. I went through a phase when I was playing of doing lob serves for 2 or 3 years, and I was practicing it a lot, and it definitely served me well.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. I just realised it's been a long day.
She's done that so many times, hasn't she?
She has. That forehand kill just finds the angle somehow. It's a nice shot.
It's a lovely shot. Again, hard to read off the serve.
She hasn't just got that boast on the forehand side.
I'm still predicting this 5-setter.
You are?
Yeah. You actually didn't say your prediction, did you? Did you get
No,
away with
I'm
it?
I'm allowed to sit on the fence. Just
Fine.
being the lead. Let you guys do all the predicting. She clipped her there, I think.
Yes, flat, 3-1.
Wanting the stroke there.
Not impressed. Not impressed. Hopefully Steve got one of those. Not impressed face. Got a few of me this morning.
And out, 2-3.
Does that happen often, the not impressed face?
No, you know what? I had no idea I was doing it.
And Have you not seen yourself play much?
Well, yeah, but I feel like the camera work here is a lot better than...
Yeah, you get the close-ups.
Yeah, and
sure.
I never thought I was doing it, and I didn't feel unimpressed at any point, but clearly my face wasn't.
It's the focus look.
Exactly.
And out, 4-3.
A lot of players used to think I was smiling when I was on court, but I was actually grimacing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And out, 4-0.
Asking a question about something there. I'm not quite sure what was going on.
Well, it was a good mini response at the beginning of this game from Chadwick, but Malik's managed to even things out. The winner of this match will play the winner of Alicia Mead and Léa Barbeau of France. That is currently on court 3. And that quarter-final would be at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
She's done that a few times, that little counter drop into that front left. Lefts and rights of the struggle.
Think about that,
I really did.
It's because we've got a lefty on the court. They always confuse us.
To be fair, I'm blaming that.
That's a great shot. Again,
Yeah,
that trusty forehand boast from the back left from Rachael Chadwick. Wonderful shot.
Yeah, really clever play there. But there it is again.
Well, even sort of like scrambling the knocking the racket against the glass wall, she still maintains the kill.
Pretty hard to call here. Little bit cheap there, I feel.
It was, and I think, I don't know about you, but it's easy from here, but just a little straight drop shot, you know, just trying to stay calm in that position.
Lots of errors coming from both of these girls' rackets right now. I feel like I just need to settle down a little bit. It's a good lift. Really nice change of pace.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't have got up from that position, I don't think. What's she asking?
She's saying, was there not the whole front wall to hit?
No, it has to be a stroke, that one. Completely down the middle of the court.
Otherwise there would be chaos if that wasn't a stroke. Just coming away a little bit here, Rachael.
Nice. I don't know what she was going for there, but it was shouldn't have been going short. Should have been punching it long. So 3 game balls now to equalise, take it into a decider for Rachael Chadwick. Only needed 1, and that was just a poor giveaway there from Malik. She's very frustrated with herself, quite rightly, as Chadwick marches to her chair. Possibility and a chance of going through the quarterfinals. Both these girls have got a decider now. So Chadwick takes the fourth game 11-7 in 7 minutes. It's 2 games all.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds.
Here we go then.
Chadwick to serve. Love all.
One game shootout.
Yeah, it's all between the ears now, isn't it? It's just, I mean, they both showed bits of promise and possibilities here and there. The boasts from Chadwick, the attacking kills from Malik.
Do you know if they've played in training or anything?
I'm not sure. No, I really don't know. I mean, I know that geographically they're quite far from each other, aren't they?
Okay, yeah. It's a lovely boast.
And out 1-0. 1-0. And out 2-1.
As you know, you've been in. I'm sure you've been in lots of 5-setters. It's just about holding your nerve, isn't it? Really.
Holding your nerve, and I think getting a good start is really key. My dad always used to say when I was a kid, regardless of what game it was, go and win the first 5 points. And I still remember that now.
But you're like, how, Dad? How do I do it?
I know, I know.
It's good advice, but you know.
Needs some tactic behind it.
I mean, I think he's right. It's just about being tough, isn't it? I think you can't give cheap points away at the beginning of a fifth.
Yeah, no mistakes. Maybe extend the rallies if you're feeling a bit nervous. That's what I try and do anyway. It's a great shot.
Yeah, great hold.
And out 5-2.
Hold and flick.
It's a cheap error. 5-2 down.
It's just
No,
a bit
6-2.
overstretched as well. I mean, both these girls have got a good reach, but if you're slightly off balance, you should be just trying to defend a little bit more until you get a better position.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost. Oh, what do you think there?
It was close.
Yes, left. Not sure.
Yeah, there's no way you could be completely sure, the referee there.
So hard to tell on those outlines. Wonder whether one day we might get some form of like technology that'll tell you if it hits it.
Well, one thing I know for sure is Hawkeye that they use at Wimbledon is extremely expensive.
Yes. Yeah, they did that thing this year where wasn't any line judges at the US Open.
Yeah.
She's running away with it here.
She certainly is. The fearlessness of youth is prevailing here.
She hit her targets very well, and she's reaped the rewards, really.
So 8 match balls, and she's got here so quickly. Torrie Malik. Rachael Chadwick will be kicking herself. Just couldn't resist it, but I mean, she's got so many points to play with. Another 7 match balls, 7 opportunities here for Malik.
Yeah, and with the way she's been hitting her winners, I don't see much way back. There you go.
It's well played. Torrie Malik very, very happy, and with good reason. Fantastic performance for her. Good effort from Rachael Chadwick. She'll be disappointed with herself, but it was a tough match. As you were saying earlier, we're talking about the fearlessness of youth. She's gone in there and really attacked Miss Torrie Malik, and it's much deserved win. 11-9, 5-11, 11-8, 7-11, 11-3 in 39 minutes. She's through to the quarterfinals.